I get asked all the time to do videos on how men can balance their masculine energy, but I rarely get asked that question from a woman's perspective. Today, we were going to talk about balancing your feminine energy if you are a woman who is masculine. If that's you, then keep watching this video because there are 4 things you need to know in order to start doing that today. Now, just a quick disclaimer, I use the word feminine and masculine as a way to describe energetic qualities. So when I say that someone has too much masculine energy or they have too much feminine energy, what I'm really talking about are qualities that we typically associate with those energies. With that said, let's jump into it. Now, 1, give yourself permission to be soft. This one is tough for many of you, especially if you have a busy career. You have a lot of responsibilities at work and maybe even at home, and you feel like being soft or prioritizing your appearance or your partner or taking care of yourself makes you seem weak, or it seems like a waste of time. It feels more productive to focus on other things instead. This is where we have to give ourselves permission to be soft, to show up as our true selves and not what we think we are supposed to be or what we think the world wants us to be. In her book Untamed, author Glennon Doyle talks about how she used to cut off the ends of her hair every 2 years to make herself look less feminine so that people would take her more seriously. Now imagine how much energy she wasted over the years making herself look less like herself. That sounds exhausting. The truth is we live in a masculine world that values ambition and drive and productivity. But that doesn't mean that we have to adopt those same values. And in fact, I think it's quite the opposite. You don't have to be more masculine in order to succeed. In fact, I think being more feminine can actually help you become more successful because you'll have better intuition and better insight into what moves you and what you really want. So give yourself permission to be soft, to prioritize things that matter to you, and to show up in the world as your true self. It will pay off in ways that you never imagined. Now, 2, allow yourself to receive. This is another tough one for women who are masculine because we often feel like we have to do everything ourselves in order for it to get done right. We take pride in our ability to be self-sufficient, and we may feel uncomfortable asking for help or accepting compliments or receiving gifts. We just want to do everything ourselves. But this also means that we're missing out on the opportunity to connect with others in a more meaningful way, and we're also blocking the flow of abundance in our lives. When we learn to open ourselves up to receiving, whether it's receiving help from others, accepting compliments, or allowing ourselves to be taken care of, we allow abundance to flow into our lives in unexpected ways. Allowing ourselves to receive is an act of self-love, and it allows us to connect with others in a deeper way. It allows us to express our true feminine nature. No. 3, speak your truth authentically. One of the most important things we can do if we are a woman who is masculine is to speak our truth. We may think we're speaking our truth, but we might actually be speaking what we think our audience wants to hear, or what we think is expected of us. We may not be speaking our truth because we're so worried about what others think of us. This is why it's so important to tune into our intuition and make sure that we're actually speaking our truth. When we do this, we allow our authentic voice to shine through and we connect with others on a deeper level. Don't worry too much about what others think of you. They already have an opinion of you before they even meet you. So the best thing you can do is be yourself and allow your authentic voice to shine through. And no, 4, connect with your cycle. Many women have lost touch with their cycles because they're on the pill, or because they have irregular cycles, or because they just don't know how to connect with their cycles. But connecting with your cycle is one of the most powerful things you can do if you are a woman who is masculine, because it allows you to tap into your feminine energy. Your cycle is a powerful tool that can help you understand yourself better and it can give you insight into how to balance your masculine and feminine energies. There are 4 phases of your cycle, and each phase represents a different balance of these two energies. When you're menstruating, your estrogen levels are low and your progesterone levels are high. After your period ends, your estrogen levels begin to rise and your progesterone levels begin to fall. You may feel more focused and motivated and driven. As your estrogen levels peak, your masculine energy is at its highest. This is a great time to get things done and accomplish your goals. As your estrogen levels drop, your feminine energy begins to rise again. This is a good time to take a step back and reflect on what they accomplished and plan for the future. Understanding your cycle and how it affects your energy can help you balance your masculine and feminine energies. It can also help you understand yourself better and what you need in order to thrive. So there you have it, my 4 tips on how to balance your feminine energy. See how it feels and see how it affects your life. Remember, you don't have to be more masculine in order to succeed. In fact, I think being more feminine can actually help you become more successful because you have better intuition and better insight into what moves you and what you really want. If you found this video helpful, please leave me a like and a comment below. I love reading your comments and I try to respond to as many of them as I can. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so that you don't miss any of my videos. I post new videos every Monday and Friday. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.